Hey guys, this is Al, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some information on how to increase your conversions with your social media network as far as the marketing goes. Now, what we're going to be talking about is the five top social media marketing platforms or websites, and we're going to talk about their conversions as far as it relates to sales, the traffic, and the actions that you should take in order to increase the level of your conversions if you continue to use them. All right, so here we go. All right, first of all, let's talk about Twitter. All right, now Twitter is a very popular social media site. However, it has extremely low conversions when it comes to sales. And people say, well, why is that? Well, this is my theory behind it. Twitter was primarily developed as a microblogging platform. So people are looking for short bits of information. They kind of consider it, they just want just the facts, not a whole lot of fluff, not a whole lot of information. So basically, it's a scenario where people just want the basics. They don't want you to try to sell them on any hard sell. They want just some basic information. If the title of your tweet is something that they're interested in, they're going to click on it. They're going to go visit your website. And at that point, they want the information concise and in a kind of a hurried manner. Okay? So what happens is the best way to market to them is to use video and use very concise video. Who you are, what is it that you're offering, and what is it that you need them to do. The thing is, if you're offering something free, you'll increase your conversions on Twitter. Now, with that said, the traffic is very high. That means that people tend to go over to Twitter. If you want to increase the level of the traffic that you have to your website using Twitter, what you want to do is you want to have multiple Twitter accounts, and you want to use a management service to make sure that you can manage those multiple Twitter accounts. Okay. Now, with the traffic being that high, it makes Twitter perfect for pay-per-click campaigns such as Google AdSense. So if you have an AdSense site, you need to employ Twitter so that you can get a lot of that clicking traffic that people get when they sign up for Twitter. All right. So next we talk about Facebook. Now, Facebook has high conversions, but there's some caveats here. Now, this is what I mean by that. Um, if you're going to market on Facebook and you want high conversions, then you can't be a jerk. You have to be somebody who people are used to listening to, and they trust and they respect you. Okay, so what happens is you can't be constantly sending them promotions and promotions and promotions, and they see that all in your stream of information is it's you hawking one ClickBank product after a next. That is why your conversions are low. But if you're the type of person that people like you, people respect you, you don't do a whole lot of promoting of things, and then you couple it with the fact that when you promote something, you're actually creating a personal video that talks about it, then you're going to see that high conversions. Now, the traffic is low simply because people are not spending their whole day on Facebook. I have a few friends that do, but most people do not spend their whole day on Facebook or following Facebook or updating their feeds or so on and so forth, and wanting everyone to know everything that they're doing in their life. So what happens is I have most of my friends are on Facebook maybe once or twice a week. Some of my friends are like on Facebook maybe once a month, so that's why the traffic is like that. And then the other factor is Facebook limits the amount of friends that you can actually have in your Facebook network. So they're limited to 5,000 friends. Now, that seems like a large number of friends, except for the fact that most of these people you really don't know. They're Facebook friends that are, they are, you have a light association, meaning you like maybe one thing, or maybe they were on Facebook, they saw you looked like their long lost cousin or something like that, and then they decided that they were going to friend you, or it could be some other interest. They just thought you were attractive and they wanted to see if you were single or something like that. So these are some of the examples of why the traffic would be low simply because people are not really interested in following every action that goes on in your life. They're just not interested in that. Now let's go on to LinkedIn. Now LinkedIn. Oh, before I go to LinkedIn, let me talk about the action step for Facebook. What happens is you want to have video that is personal. That's what brings the conversions. And then the other thing here is that you want to have more than one Facebook account. The reason why that's important is because, like, let's say you have friends from school. You don't want to alienate all your friends because you're starting to do online marketing and so on and so forth. So you want to have more than one Facebook account. You want to market to people who are actually interested, not your church friends, not your friends from high school, because they're like, gosh, is this what you're doing with your life? You were voted like most likely to succeed, and here you are spending your whole day on Facebook trying to sell us ClickBank products. Anyway, that's another story. So now let's look at LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is low traffic, low conversions and low traffic. And the reason why that is because basically, I don't know anybody who's really getting any work from LinkedIn. I've got one client probably from LinkedIn, and that was somebody that they already knew me from somewhere else, and they just happened to get contact me via LinkedIn, and it wasn't something I even initiated. It was just something where I sent them an email, and LinkedIn kind of, when they linked up with their profile, notified them that I was on LinkedIn too. And I only got on LinkedIn because everybody else was getting on LinkedIn, and I didn't really see the value in it because I like to make contact with people and show them the value of what I do prior to them becoming a client. So, that's just another story. But anyway, the conversions are low because people on LinkedIn are really there to have their problem solved and really to network. Okay, so they're not there to buy anything from you. Okay, so that's why the conversions are low on LinkedIn. The other thing is they're not interested in following you anywhere. Unless you have a specific answer to their problem, they're not interested in following you anywhere. So that's why the traffic is low on LinkedIn. So you need to be focusing on answering questions. Okay, so if you answer people's questions, you establish yourself as an authority figure, and then they will follow you or buy whatever it is that you're selling. But remember, that's not what they're there for. They're primarily there to network and get their questions answered. They're not here to buy stuff from you. All right, now, YouTube. Very high conversions, very high traffic. And the reason why that is because if you are a YouTuber, as they like to say, or a person who consistently puts out videos online and helps people tend to have an established understanding of who you are. They tend to trust you. And then when you offer them something, and you should do it very rarely, then what happens is they say, hey, I trust this guy or trust this gal. Let me go ahead and see what they're talking about. And they go over and they purchase those things. Now, another reason for high conversion is because YouTube videos stay on there forever. As long as you don't take them down or you don't violate some of YouTube's terms and guidelines, they're going to stay forever. So that's conversions that go on and go on and go on. Same thing with the traffic. The videos are staying on there forever. So even if a video starts out with like low traffic, because YouTube, just so you know, they don't actually track every person who watches your video. That's one of the mistakes that people make. They think, oh, well, nobody watched this video. Only 30 people watched this video. And you think that that's the actual number. YouTube does not track that. Exactly. And there's several reasons why they don't do that. And one of the reasons is because, remember, they're paying some people for views. Okay. So that's something to be looked into. Why isn't YouTube tracking the actual views that people have in their video, and they're paying people, they're monetizing that for views? Okay, let me not talk too much about that because that'll cause a stir. All right, but the action steps here is that you need to have more accounts. Okay, now more accounts means that if you have a video and it's a great video and you're marketing it in like one area, there may be another niche that you can market that video in. Change the title, change the keywords, market it in another area, start another channel so that you can use the same content over and over again, increase your traffic, increase your conversions, okay? Now, Google Plus. Google Plus. Now, Google Plus is awesome simply because it kind of gave everybody a social media network, even if they weren't interested in being on a social media network. Because what Google did was they forced everybody who had a Gmail account to basically be in Google Plus, because it kind of gave it to them by default. Okay, so what happens here is that even if you didn't want to be in Google Plus, you're in Google Plus. All right, and so all they're waiting for you to do is fill out your profile, and then start letting your friends who are not in Google Plus know that you're in Google Plus, and then they'll increase the amount of people in Google Plus. However, the conversions are high if you remember what social media is all about, and that's in being social. It's not about selling stuff to people, it's about establishing relationships with people, giving them information, answering their questions, and also providing them with resources that better their lives. Okay, and those resources don't need to be sold to them. It can be just given to them freely, and you just being a helpful person. And then what happens is, when they see that you're a helpful person, then if you offer them something every now and then they say, I trust this guy, he gives me a lot of information, I trust this gal. Then I will go over and see what they have, and then you have those high conversions if you're not the type of person that is constantly annoying people at this social media party that we're having. Okay, now the traffic is low simply because all of my Facebook friends are in Facebook, and they're not really interested in Google Plus. Okay, even though Google has kind of forced it down their back, they're like, I already have Facebook, I don't know about this Google Plus thing. So the traffic is kind of low, and then have to post in two networks is kind of annoying. So what happens is, it's kind of hard to get the traffic. And then the other thing is, people are not sitting on Google Plus all day, just like they're not sitting on Facebook all day waiting for you to post something. So that's why the traffic is low. All right, so to increase your conversions, you want to use the all-powerful video, and you also want to invite friends so that you increase the level of your exposure so that you can increase your conversions. All right, now with that said, let's recap. Twitter, great for pay per click. If you're using a AdSense website, it's great because you have that high traffic. All right, Facebook, it's good if you are conversions are high. If you are the type of person that is trusted, people like you. Okay, LinkedIn. If you just want to answer some questions for people, I don't know about any conversions. YouTube, we know that it's awesome. It's going to be awesome. And, if I had this, my great advice to you is make more videos and get more YouTube accounts. All right. And then Google Plus, we love Google Plus. However, what can I say? We're tired of having too many accounts to manage. Okay, so if you like Google Plus, stay with Google Plus. If you like Facebook, stay with Facebook. All right, with that said, guys, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, or you just think that I'm totally wrong, just please leave a comment in the comment space below, and have a great day.